Hello everybody, it's Coach Gina here, and I'm going to be taking you through your kettlebell/dumbbell workout for today. So for today's workout, you are going to need a kettlebell. If you don't have access to a kettlebell, a dumbbell will work absolutely fine. As you can see, I have both here in front of me, so I can show you options with each. Other than that, you really don't need much of anything except for some water close by. The workout is going to be a HIIT-inspired workout, so you don't even need to count, which is always amazing in my opinion. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get you through a warm-up first, and then I will preview the exercises for you, and then we'll hop into that workout and have a great time together. So what I would like for you to do, whatever exercise equipment that you have, whether it's a dumbbell or a kettlebell, let's go ahead and pick that up, and you're gonna take that just to the collarbone. We're just gonna start with some sumo squats. Now, a sumo squat is a wide squat, toes out, belly in, chest up, and we are gonna start our warm up in 5, 4, 3, 2, and down and up we go. Off and running. All right, so I hope everyone's having a good day, first and foremost. Welcome to Teacher Fit. Secondly, let's talk about our form here. You wanna sink back, brace your core, and squeeze your glutes, pushing the weight into the heels, breathing. Look, we're gonna hold this for about 5 more. 4, 3, 2. I want you to keep your feet exactly where they are. Take your kettlebell center, and we're going to go just a high pull for now. Now, if you have a dumbbell, basically the same thing. You're going to hold it, both hands, lift and lower, lift and lower. Make sure you're breathing. Good, drive, elbows high. All right, now we're gonna add a little squat. Squat, high pull, squat with a high pull. Beautiful, guys. From here, I am going to take you onto the floor for glute bridges in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So go ahead, place your weight down, lying down on the floor. Take your feet close to your glutes. What I want you to work on in this warm-up today is thrusting the hips up, squeezing the glutes, and then dropping down. Let's try that again. Thrusting the hips up, squeezing the glutes, pushing weight into the heels. Good, a few more. Up, hold, beautiful, up, and hold. Good, this is gonna be our last one. We're actually gonna turn onto our side. We're gonna warm up our obliques today. Shoulder over top of the elbow, knee on the ground. Go ahead and lift, and then lift that top leg. Lift and lower, lift and lower. Just warming up the obliques. Good, so lift up and lower. Option, keep the leg down and lift the hips with the leg down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. All we're gonna do is the other side now. What we do to one side, we must do to the other. So, shoulder, elbow, wrist. Again, knee on the ground. Arm comes up. Option 1, keep the foot stabilized on the floor. Option 2, lifting up the leg, and then picking the hips up. Warming up the other side oblique. Good, let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, go ahead, bring it on down. All right, team, go ahead, pick up your kettlebell. I want you to hold it so that it's in the palm of your hand, and we're just gonna warm up the shoulders. Go ahead and do about 5 pushes each side. When you hit 5, go ahead and switch hands. Just get those shoulders nice and warmed up and ready for work. When you hit 5 on that side, you can go ahead, place your kettlebell down by bending your knees, roll out those shoulders, re-lubricating the shoulder joint, interlock, push out, reach up, and then a little bend, back to center, bend, back to center. All right, gang, so that was your warm up. if you'd like to grab a sip of water and then come on back and let's talk about what your workout looks like for today. So in today's workout, you have a HIIT-inspired workout, and that means that it's gonna be 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. We have 5 rounds, giving you approximately about 25 minutes of work, okay? So in that workout, we have 5 exercises. Your first one is a kettlebell swing. When you're setting up a kettlebell swing, you want feet to be hip distance apart. You want to really drive your core in. And then when you are squatting down to bend the knees, you want to bring the kettlebell down in between your legs, keeping a long straight spine, and then forcefully drive your hips forward, bracing the core, bringing that kettlebell right to shoulder height. Important to squeeze the glutes as you stand, okay? So if you do not have a kettlebell, it is basically the same thing, just with the dumbbell. So option on either one of those pieces of equipment, the setup is not going to change. All right, so we'll do 40 seconds of that swing, and then we have a kettlebell side bend. So you're gonna hold it in one hand. The side that is holding the kettlebell is the side that you are going to bend towards. You notice I am only moving through that abdominal area. I'm not taking my arm up and over. I'm not making a C or whatever letter that would be. So you really want to target that side oblique area. So 40 seconds on that. And then we have the sumo deadlift high pull. On a sumo deadlift high pull, your sumo stance is always wide. Then basically your kettlebell will be on the floor. You're going to squat down to pick up your kettlebell. You pick it up. The high pull starts with a shrug as you drive the shoulders up, keeping the kettlebell close to the body, and then driving it back down, placing that kettlebell back on the ground. Same thing is going to work for your dumbbell. Down, up, pull, lower, and set it back down. Okay? So 40 seconds on. For that one, we have to do side bend on the other side. So remember, we're bending to the side with the kettlebell. I think this is the side I did previewed the last time. You guys know that I'm terrible at remembering what side I did. If you didn't know that, now you know. All right, so 20 seconds, make sure you're not like me and that you switch sides. And then 40 seconds, the high knee sprint or run. Option is gonna be a march. Okay, so just to recap, HIIT-inspired workout today, 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off, 5 exercises, kettlebell swing, kettlebell side bend, kettlebell sumo deadlift high pull, kettlebell side bend other side, and then a high knee sprint / run to finish you out. 5 rounds, 25 minutes. How's that sound to you guys? Reminder, if you don't have a kettlebell, you do not get out of this. Grab a dumbbell and we'll make it happen. All right, team, grab a sip of water, meet me back here, 20 seconds, and we are going to get our fitness on. See you soon. All right, gang, welcome back to your HIIT-inspired workout for today, 40 on, 20 off. We are starting with a kettlebell swing, setting feet outside hip, chest up, shoulders down in 3, 2, 1, and go. Driving those hips forcefully forward, squeezing the glutes to lift that kettlebell. Really important, you guys, to make sure we are keeping an extremely tight core as we go through this exercise. Push into the heels, brace the core hard. That kettlebell swings down between the legs, and you're using your hips to get that up. Should feel somewhat effortless through the arms. I said somewhat because it's not going to feel completely effortless. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. All right, we have 20 seconds to rest. We have side bend on the left. So feet under hip, tall spine. Your other arm is out to support you. 4, 3, 2, here we go. So you are bending toward the side, holding the kettlebell. If you have a dumbbell, this looks exactly the same. You just have a dumbbell. So let's talk about some common mistakes. You bend, and then you bend in the other direction. I want you to keep a long spine here in the middle. Okay, so bend through the oblique, stand straight so that shoulder drops directly over top of the hip as you stand up. 5, 4, 3, 2, time. All right, we have our sumo deadlift high pull, kettlebell or dumbbell. Sumo always means a wide stance, toes out, chest up. Go ahead, place your kettlebell or dumbbell onto the floor. We'll start by sinking to pick that up in 3, 2, and go. So bend the knees and push them out. Grab your weight, stand up, squeeze your glutes, brace your core. Weight drives up the front of the body, down the front of the body, and then place it down, up, and pull. Now, I always like to think about high pulls as taking off and putting your shirt back on. If your arms come out too far in front of you, you are not going to be able to remove and put your shirt back, right? So keep the arms close to the body, driving the weight up, driving the navel in, and then not to overuse the word drive, but driving heels into the ground as you sink down to pick up that kettlebell. That's time. All right. We have our side bend on the right. So feet under hip, chest up and lifted, making sure spine is long. Drive belly button into the back, shoulders drop down in 3, 2, 1, and go. So once again, make sure we're not overcompensating at the top. When you stand up, I want the hips to align right underneath of the shoulders. Thinking about using the obliques as we bend and lift, bend and lift. And as I mentioned before, this is going to look exactly the same with a dumbbell. Good. Push your feet into the floor. Brace your core nice and hard. Good. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and go ahead. Place that weight down. Make sure you are not going to trip over your belongings. We have that high knee sprint next, 40 seconds. I want you to try to get onto the balls of your feet and then drive those knees up high. All right, team, we have that high knee sprint in 4, 3, 2, and go. Land soft knee, chest up and lift it. Make sure you keep that core tight. I know it's a lot to think about. Now use your arms. Option will be a mark. Take it if you want it. 10 seconds. Back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, place your weight between your two legs. Take that sumo stance, toes out. Everybody actively brace the core. We're going into our sumo deadlift high pull. All right, so you want to start by dropping down to pick up that weight. So sink down, pick up the weight, my back is flat, I'm gonna push into my heels, I'm gonna drive my kettlebell straight up, right about to the heart or the sternum, back down, and then I just place that weight down on the floor. Good, belly towards spine. Make sure we're not rounding out through the shoulders. And again, on that high pull, just check to make sure you're keeping it close to the body. So drop, stand, lift, lower, drop, stand, lift, and lower. That's time. Right side with that dumbbell or kettlebell side bend. We have plenty of time though. So you can put that weight down for a second, roll it out. Think about how you're doing, how you're progressing. If you have a heavier weight, could you grab a heavier weight? All right, right side, bend in 1 second. Here we go. Remember, shoulder over hip, and then feet under hip. Working the obliques here. Make sure you're breathing. Belly tight, long spine. And go ahead, place your weights out of the way. We have that high knee run next. High knee sprint, high knee run, or as I showed you before, the option is going to be a high knee march. Okay, so lots of options. You have plenty of time to get ready. And we go in 3, 2, now. High knee run. So when you think about doing this, as I mentioned before, try to be on the ball of the foot as you're jogging and our high kneeing, if that's a word, option. If you're doing this march, I want everything tight and I want high, deliberate marches, keeping the core tight, making sure we're still working the abdominals. Chest up. Breathe, guys, breathe. And rest. All right, catch your breath. Round 3. Start with the kettlebell swing. We have plenty of time to catch your breath. So, setting feet, hip distance apart. Slide your shoulders in the back pocket. Chest up. Breathe. Kettlebell swings, let's go. Drive the hips forward. Squeeze your butt. Careful not to round out the shoulders. Core tight. 10 seconds. Time. All right. We have that side bend on the left. All right. I'm gonna use my dumbbell this time, just to show what that would look like. I'm also going to use it for the dumbbell high pull. Here we go. So, talk about your knees. They're soft. And I'm not talking like, you're not in a squat soft, but you're also not locking them out, okay? Soft knee as you drop toward the side. We don't want to lock out those joints. Brace and breathe. All right, so as I mentioned, I'm going to go ahead and use my dumbbell this time just to show that option. So if you have that dumbbell, you can kind of see what that looks like. Set up your sumo stance, that's wide, toes out, belly tight. We start with that weight on the floor, and then we sink down to pick it up. Here we go. So with the dumbbell, same thing. My back is gonna stay long and straight. I'm gonna pick it up with both hands. I'm gonna drive that weight straight up the body, straight down the body, and I'm gonna place that down, up, and pull. Now, the difference between the dumbbell and the kettlebell is that high handle on the kettlebell. So if with your dumbbell, you can't quite reach the ground, that's okay. I'd rather you keep that back in alignment and nice and straight than try to round out the shoulders to touch the floor, okay? Keep the belly tight. 5, 4, 3, 2, go ahead, place that down. You get your rest here. We have our right side bend coming up, but we have that nice 20-second rest. Great time to get water. Assess how you're feeling. Again, if you have heavier weight, maybe next round, you want to progress that. All right, team, here we go, right side with that side bend. Nice long spine, soft knees. And rest. All right, team, move your weights out of the way. We finish with that high knee run. If you're not running, perfectly okay, but I do want to keep that march nice and tight. All right, we have 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, I was like a second early. Let's do this, team. Good, keep that chest up, brace and breathe. Land soft. Try to drive those arms a little. Brace your core. Option, big march. 5, 4, 3, 2, rest it out. Breathe. All right, team, round 4 of 5. We're almost there. Should be starting to feel a little tired, a little fatigued. All right, kettlebell swing. Feet hip distance. Ready, go. Brace your core. Squeeze your butt. So, think about when you drive that kettlebell through, brace the core. Give me a tight glute squeeze at the top to drive those hips through, okay? You're not using your back. And time. All right, side bend left. You can place your weight down. We have a nice rest here. So breathe, catch your breath. How you doing? Sip that water. Look, unless you live somewhere nice like Florida or California, getting chilly, still gotta stay hydrated, right? Even in the cold. Here in Virginia, they freak out with any amount of snow. They're calling for some coming up in the week. So we'll see how Northern Virginia reacts to that. I think some of you would probably laugh heartily at how my area reacts. Good. Nice long spine. Soft knees, really working into those obliques. Breathe, guys. All right. We have our sumo deadlift high pull. So we're gonna start with that weight on the floor. I showed you the weight with the dumbbell the last time, so I'm gonna use the kettlebell again this time. Again, if you have that dumbbell and you can't quite touch the floor, do not replace the integrity of the workout to get that weight on the floor. Go as low as you can. All right, so for the nice wide stance, sink, drop, pull, drop, sink. Weight close to the body. Squeeze your glutes to the top. You wanna keep a nice tight core for the whole exercise. At the very beginning, I talked about how you want to make sure you're not bringing those arms out in front of you like we did in the kettlebell swing. On a high pull, it's like taking the shirt on and off, right? Straight up and down the body. You got 5 seconds to go. And time. All right, gang, we have that right side bend. So drink that water, do what you gotta do. 20 seconds is a nice amount of rest. Really should get you into that recovery zone, which is great for fat burning, right? So let's pick up that weight, side bend on the right. Got about 5 seconds to go. All right, drop your weight. Move it where you're not gonna trip on it. We have that high knee run. Now you're excited. Fun little cardio push, getting that heart rate up. All right, team, you have about 5 seconds. Ready? 4, 3, 2, let's go. Chest up, belly in, land soft on those knees, please. Option, strong knee march. So what do I mean by strong knee march? We're not walking to Starbucks, right? Does anyone walk to Starbucks like this? I don't know. But if you are walking to Starbucks, you are doing it on a mission. Let's go. Rest. All right, team, last round of work together. How we doing? That heart rate is probably up. That's a good thing. Let's not give up. We have kettlebell swings, last round. Feet outside, chest up, core tight. Ready, go. Once again, long spine, feet outside, drive that kettlebell through, and then thrust forward, squeezing the glutes. But look, so important that that core stays super tight, keeping the back nice, long, straight, and safe. And rest. All right, left side bend, coming up. Take your rest. That fat burning zone, up and down. If you wear a heart rate monitor, you can look at your chart afterwards. You should have pretty distinct peaks and valleys today. All right, let's do that. Side bend on the left. When you stand, shoulder directly over hips. Belly tight. Brace and breathe. and time. All right, let's go ahead. Place the weights you're using in between your feet. Take your rest. Last time with that, such a mouthful, sumo deadlift high pull. All right, so feet outside, you have 5 seconds. We start by sinking down to pick up that weight, keeping a nice long back. Go. So drop, lift, and pull. If you're on that dumbbell and can't quite touch the floor, perfectly acceptable. Maintain a long back. Squeeze your glutes. Weight close to the body. 5, stay on it, push, push, and time. All right, team, take your rest, but we have that right side bend. Drink your water. Feet come under the hips, shoulder over the hips. 3, 2, let's go, down and up. Breathe, belly tight. 5, 4, 3, 2. Good job. Place that weight down. All right, team, we finish here. High knee run, last time. So grab a sip of water. Be ready to slay this last 40 seconds of your workout. You made it this far. Let's not quit now, right? I'm right here with you in 4, 3, 2, go. Maybe for your last one, pick up the pace a little bit. If you're marching, make it strong. Big, nice, strong march. Ten seconds, go. Come on. Try to pick it up. Try to pick it up. Time. Rest. Breathe. How'd you do? Good? Walk it off. You guys did awesome today. All right. Come back to me. Open. Roll it out. Big roll. Go ahead. One leg. Forward. Hinge forward slightly. Push the butt back. Stretching out the back of the body. Switch, please. Come back in. Grab one set of laces. Knees together. Stretching out quads here. Switch sides, please. Good. Interlock your fingers. Push out. Reach, reach, reach. Drive high. Push the ceiling away. Reach high. Open. Reverse that roll. You guys, you are done with your workout for today. I hope you had a great workout. I hope you're a little sore tomorrow. You can think of me fondly. And I can't wait to see you guys next time. Keep push and play. And I can't wait to see you again. Bye, guys.